What's going on, everybody? Mortem here, this time bringing you some interesting news about Sea of Stars and its DLC that just dropped, Throes of the Watchmaker, that is completely free. And given how that game is already a really great indie title, I really wanted to highlight it because this DLC is not small. We're talking like probably 10 or so hours of gameplay, and that's interesting because, to put that in perspective, 100% on the base game was like 30-ish hours. So they've just dropped this 10-hour DLC for, again, free, no money to be paid here, and what's more, the game itself is actually on sale at 35% off, bringing it down to about $22 US, just in case you'd like to show them some support. But to give a little bit of background here, I reviewed Sea of Stars all the way back in 2023, at the end of it, November I believe, and it's a game that's seen a few updates in the meantime. Dawn of Equinox being the other big one, which itself was mostly just like a free update to revamp some systems. Now, in the case of Throes of the Watchmaker, they went pretty big here, both in terms of content, which we'll get into momentarily, but also systems, because the way you'll go through this DLC puts you in 2 new classes, which is going to change up your damage, your skills. It gives us a new playable character in the form of Artie, who's a character that had accompanied us previously but was not playable. And of course, all sorts of challenges and exploration awaits all of these new added features. But how do you start this DLC? Because that is important. This is a post-game adventure, meaning you do need to have finished the base game first, and after having done so, when you head back to the world map, you'll get a message to kick it off that one of your crewmates needs some help with a situation caused by some stuff earlier in the game where they think they might not have a proper name, and in order to get one, they'd like to use the authority of the Watchmaker to declare that their name is what they say it is. This is important because the Watchmaker is one of the Ovates, that is to say, one of the beings in this universe who has so mastered what they do that the laws of reality bend to accommodate them. The Watchmaker's focus, of course, being on things like time and clockwork machinations. Now, if she's going to help you, you're obviously going to have to help her because her greatest creation, the one that actually turned her into an Ovate, has encountered some problems. This sort of giant clockwork universe that she's created was cursed by another, the big bad of the game if you'd believe it, and this curse took effect when the Watchmaker went into the place to try to solve an issue there that had cropped up because of the curse. Now, this curse effectively creates evil twins of the people that go into it, meaning the evil twin of the Watchmaker has taken the place over and turned it into a sort of malevolent circus where the clockwork creatures in there are forced to play to her tune or suffer the consequences, which actually makes for some interesting gameplay side of things, because that's where the new classes come in. You see, the way things work in this clockwork circus is that the powers of the outside world largely mean nothing here. In order to do or accomplish anything, you have to play along with the nature of the curse, that is to say, give it the appropriate circus spectacle, which is how our characters get assigned the acrobat and juggler classes. This comes with new skills and combos, new equipment, etc. So we're going to take a small group of our companions in there with us, though not the full thing. So our main characters, Zale and Valerie, plus Artie, our new playable character, are going to work their way through this situation, but it goes even just beyond that, because there's actually some new progression systems associated with this as well. As you complete objectives, your renown will grow, which is similar to leveling up in that it will increase your stats and stuff, but it's also what is going to then unlock your new skills and combos related to these new classes, and that's how you're going to power up and get stronger, because otherwise your normal magic is effectively useless. And this is going to, of course, allow them to introduce all sorts of new encounters. Now, outside of that stuff, it's pretty much what you would expect. New areas, dungeons, boss fights, obviously, like I mentioned. More content in general that includes some new mini-games, some different takes on the stuff that was already there, that kind of thing. So that's pretty much what there is to know about this update, and it is going to be the final one. Their update on Steam actually made it clear in no uncertain terms that this was it for Sea of Stars. The game is fully what they wanted it to be, and they appear to be moving on. And I think doing that on top of a free DLC they could have easily charged for, and I think it still would have been good, I think is the definition of a love letter, and ultimately why I decided to go ahead and make this video, because I really admire what they did here. Now, as for today, though, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do check out the update, I'd love to know what you think of it down below, which of course means to like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube jazz. But regardless of any of that, truly, just thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. May you wander in wisdom and have an amazing day.